May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. We're looking at the US dollar index. We're going to try and keep this as simple as possible. This is the monthly time frame. And what you can see is the market since April of 2008 has been making higher highs and higher lows. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I know we've been in a downtrend for for the last 6 months. All right, if we're just talking months, that's this. All right, for over 6 months. I'm sorry. Uh, we had on the seventh month we had a bullish month, and then that was the only bullish month we've had. And then since then, in the last couple of months, it's been uh, sideways. All right, but you can see that from this swing low to this swing high, the market has been moving up. Okay, now that's just something on the big macro outlook. All right, the overview rather. And what you can see is from the last swing low uh, here, you can see the market broke structure to the upside, and we move sideways. All right, all right, but this is an impulsive move, and this is the correction to that impulsive move, and we brought ourselves down to this point. Higher low, higher high, quite possibly a higher low being formed for the next higher high. We don't know, but that's the way it's been going. Okay, cool. If you get that, then you're with me. All right. Now, this sideways mess, we got to take a closer look at that. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. All right. I could go through a whole lot. There's a bunch of details to see. But what I want you to see is since April, we've been making uh, nothing but lower lows and lower highs until we got to the support line of this upward trend line. Again, we made higher high. This is possibly a higher low for the next higher high. All right. So we it was expected, and you already know if you've been watching my videos, it was already expected that there is we can have a reasonable expectation that this what do you call it, the diagonal uh, support would hold price, because it has been for the last two touches, the prior two touches. You understand, on this trend line. I'm not a trend line trader. I just mark trend lines so that we can see where we are in structure. Okay. Now I want you to see too. See this liquidity event here? We took this low. We took this low. That's all the sell side liquidity. And then we started to move up higher from there. And guess what? We went higher past this the range high. All right, as price was ranging here, we went past that range high to sweep the high. All right. Are we finished? Is this not the next uh bullish target? Yes, it is. In my view, I think that's exactly where we're heading. This pullback notwithstanding, that pullback came on Friday after Trump announced some China tariffs, new China tariffs, and escalating that trade war. All right, in retaliation of what China did as far as tariffs uh, executed for the U.S. And what I want you to see though is that we swept sell side liquidity before we went up to buy side liquidity. All right. This candle on Friday is the Trump tariff mention, the declaration rather. But what we can see prior to that was a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We took the descending highs here for the liquidity that was above them for people that were in shorts. The market took that liquidity and we took this liquidity high here, you can expect some kind of pullback, some kind of reaction once we take those important sell liquidity highs. But I want you to see that there is an old fair value gap that was already traded into. God dog it. That was already traded into with this candle right here. All right. So I'm just I'm paying attention to the high, not the fair value gap, just the high. But I want you to bear something in mind. This is an order block up here. All right. A buy up before a stronger sell off. All right. Once price reaches up there, aha! Look at that. We're going to get some kind of reaction. Now, if the market is to continue bullish, this fair value gap, this order block will not hold. This will become our point of the where our target, our bullish target, all right, for buy side liquidity. All right, if the market is to continue higher, we want to see this this order block and this protected high fall. We want to see it. We want to see it fail. Okay. Now, does this mean that there's a possibility that the market goes all the way down there? Yeah. But what would prevent it from doing that? Bullish fair value gaps. That's right. And do we have any? Yes, we do. All you have to do is look here. We have I don't want to mark it that way. I want to mark it this way. All right, we have one here. All right, this high and this low. That should be black. Let me see if I can get that right. There you go. And one here. All right, the market could use this to go higher. All right, that is one of the areas that I'm going to keep an eye on. It's kind of small and it's up high, so I don't have the greatest confidence that this fair value gap will hold. All right, but I got my eye on it. Okay, and there's another one right here as well. Here and here. This one I think is going to be a little more sturdier than the one I just took. I just marked. I think I'm going to watch the, the the market and see how it reacts to that area. Now, why am I putting more emphasis on this one? Well, because you can see the sell before the stronger buy. This is an order block. All right, this is an area of fair value. All right, and you have a fair value gap right above it, showing that there was a displacement. Those are the order blocks I tend to pay the most attention to. So if price comes tapping into this, I'm definitely looking for the market to turn around. I'm definitely looking out for that. Now, if it should fail, that will be a bearish indication. But there is a gap to be filled down here. All right, and there is a fair value gap down here as well. So I got this one to look out for and this one to look out for. All right. And I'm definitely going to keep my eye out for the, what do you call it? The signature of price, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a higher high, and a pullback into this this bullish leg for that fair value gap to take a high probability trade to the upside. All right. And I'll be looking for that on the lower time frames, but we got to see what happens when price comes into contact with these two areas. All right. That's the setups I'm looking for. I'm not looking to sell. I'm not looking to sell this market. This news candle, that Trump candle notwithstanding, I'm looking for a price to find a reason to go higher, and I think we have reason for it to go higher. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out the video I just put out prior to this one, which is gold right here. And I will see you in the next one, which should be a pound or pound USD or euro USD. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.